ख्वातीन और हजरात, खुलूस दिल के लिए कुछ तो इख्तिमाम करूं, फिर आपसे जब नजर मिले तो झुक के सलाम करूं। मुझे तो होश नहीं, आप ही फैसला कीजिए कि न्यू जर्सी के चैप्टर की तारीख का आगाज कहां से शुरू करूं,
क्या बात
कहां
है।
इख्तिताम करूं। मैं उन चंद खुशकिस्मत लोगों में से हूं जिस पे आपकी इनायत हुई है, जिसकी वजह से मैं अपना कर सकती हूं। और उससे बेहतर यह है कि मेरे साथ जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं वो ऐसे लोग हैं जो अपना के मेंटर्स हैं। इसमें मैं आपसे कहना चाहता हूं कि मेरी तमाम गाइडेंस जो है और काम करने का जो भी मैं मसला कर रहा हूं, उसमें हमारे प्रेसिडेंट ऑनरेबल डॉक्टर आसिफ रहमान की लीडरशिप का बहुत हाथ है। लेट्स गिव अ बिग हैंड फॉर हिज लीडरशिप फॉर अपना। सवाल ये पैदा होता है कि मैंने अपना के लिए क्या किया। यू लाइक टू नो व्हाट आई हैव डन फॉर अपना, एंड आई वांट टू टेल यू इन 2005 आई वाज द चेयरमैन अपना कन्वेंशन इन ह्यूस्टन। अंडर माय लीडरशिप it was a memorable meeting and we had a profit of $220,000. Not many can claim in 37-year history of APPNA. But I always consider that I am a foot soldier of APPNA. देखें, APPNA में आप प्रेसिडेंट बन जाएं तो आपको इंसान बन के रहना चाहिए। जैसे हजारों कांटों से दामन छुड़ा लिया मैंने, हजारों कांटों से दामन छुड़ा लिया मैंने, अना को मारकर सब कुछ बचा लिया मैंने। वी आर पार्ट ऑफ यू। न्यू जर्सी हैज बीन नाइस टू मी। आई वांट टू थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग द अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड वी विल इंशाल्लाह टॉक मोर।
The next.
It, of course, is always humbling and exhilarating whenever I stand on the stage. I remember the day Shanaz referred to, that small room where with Mahmood Alam and a lot of you here, we conceived APPNA New Jersey. And today, it's a chapter which this hall brims with from participation. I'm not going to tell you what I have done, because you all know what I can or cannot do. Good or bad, I cannot change it. You are the ones because of whom I'm standing here. I have worked with you as a foot soldier. You have polished me and I believe made me the diamond in the rough. It is because of you that I stand here today. In the time remaining that I have, I'd rather share with you not my visions, because it's a lofty word, but my goals. And I don't want to make empty promises. But one promise that I can make is that I will work, if elected as president of APPNA, with the same passion, with the same sincerity, with the same dedication to an end resultant cause that you have seen me do for the last 10 or 15 years. But let's talk about goals. Where does APPNA stand today and where does it need to go? Well, let's make one sweeping statement. APPNA stands in a very good place today because of hard work and effort from people like yourself, who's given this organization their true sweat and blood. People who run the APPNA healthcare clinic here, people who organize this function. There are 3 tiers that I like to speak about, and we will be probably discussing it a bit more. APPNA needs to continue doing what it is doing in Pakistan, in healthcare and in social welfare. 2, every candidate that I have been listening to, including me when I was a candidate, have claimed that we need to bring in new blood, not only the ones coming in from Pakistan, but graduates of American colleges. I promise you, I will make that change and make them come in and give them the leadership role, because that's the survival of this organization. But three, what Shanaz said, APPNA not only represents physicians, but the community. And we, if you look around yourself, APPNA is the only Pakistani organization in this country which has the intellectual prowess, which has the financial strength, which actually has connections with politicians to ensure that you and mine and your children, some of them who are sitting in this hall, are respected as Pakistani Americans or Americans of Pakistani descent in the next generation and generations to follow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mahmood. Assalamu alaikum. Good evening. It's so good to be here, and I thank Dr. Yasmin Chaudhary and the organizing committee for giving us this nice evening here in New Jersey. Of course, this is very close to me because my sister lives here, so I had to come to New Jersey. We have been traveling at different places, but I thank Yasmin Chaudhary and Dr. Mahmood Alam for giving us an opportunity. We have only 2 minutes. As Mahmood said, that I was the treasurer of this organization last year, and I have worked in different capacities over the last 10 years for APPNA. But I think it is not about me, it is about the organization. And there's two things that are very common between my opponents. One is they both have their last name starting with Q, which doesn't matter. But the more importantly, they did not seek the office of the treasurer. I don't know why. Treasurer is the most important responsibility, especially for APPNA. We are a 501c organization, to understand what your money, the money that you donate, the money that you give us for membership, we have to take care of that. Last year, I took some very hard decisions. Some decisions that were not very popular. Some decisions that were not in my interest. But those decisions were done in the larger interest of the organization. That's what a treasurer is supposed to do. I have only 2 minutes, so 2 points. Number one is that we should be selecting our leaders not because of the same system that we have in Pakistan, the buddy system, Baradari system. He's from New Jersey. No, we should not do that. It doesn't matter if the person is from which alumni. That we are all here together. We are all the same. Our issues are the same. Whether somebody is from Dov or Sindh, from Kerry, from Nishta, doesn't matter. Neither does it matter if they are from Boston or Houston. What matters is they have the integrity, the ability to lead the organization. Your decisions should be based on that. That and that alone should be the thought that should go when you elect your future leader. For the sake of time, I'm going to stop here, and it's very nice meeting you all this evening. Thank you.
I will invite one of the New Jersey chapter's active member to come on the podium. We have assigned the questions, but it has to be quick. Otherwise, I'm going to take the advantage of this mic. So please, who is going to ask the first question?
Assalamu alaikum. My question is, in your opinion, what do you feel is the greatest strength of APPNA? Repeat that. In your opinion, what do you feel is the greatest strength of APPNA?
So question is, what is the greatest strength of APPNA? So they are going to be given 1 minute each.
We'll be playing merry-go-round today. The greatest strength of APPNA is you, each and every individual member. It's the family, it's the bonds that we create, it's the way we work together. The greatest strength, as I said earlier, is the intellectual prowess that sits in this room. Please look around yourself. Everyone is more qualified than you, and you're more qualified than the guy looking at you. Every one of you is capable of becoming the president of APPNA. Every one of you has done something in the community. You are the leaders. We will be blessed if chosen to be in a position to take your thoughts and put them together. You are the strength of APPNA, and we need to go out in the community and prove ourselves and become and make sure that not just the physicians but our larger community is part of the fabric of this great country.
Thank you. Within time, Dr. Asif Kadir.
I think that I have come from Pakistan, and we see the election in Pakistan the way they are rigged. The number one thing in 37 years APPNA has earned is democracy. That democracy testimony is right in front of you now that we are talking to you. Democratic process makes APPNA a very strong institution. Second thing, the APPNA's initiative for Pakistan for hepatitis C, initiative for eradication of polio, which are in the Fatah district and Peshawar, and APPNA's steps now to build in United States educational and institution so that we can merge and give back to society. And the name APPNA has earned in United States, in the power corridors of United States of America and in Pakistan is commendable. It takes 37 years, a long sustained, dedicated voluntarism to reach here. And inshallah, all of us, including my other friends, all of you and the chapters and these candidates who have served already, we will do this thing to make this a world-class organization. Thank you.
Dr. Shahab.
Thank you, Mahmood. I agree with Dr. Nasir Qureshi that our greatest strength is you, the members of the organization. And we need to make it more stronger and get more members into our fold. As we go along, visiting different chapters, different cities, it is so good to see people collecting together, people interacting together. That is the greatest strength. There are other strengths of APPNA as well, which is it is the only democratic professional society of Pakistan. That is important that we have stick to our democratic principles. I disagree with Dr. Asif Kadir that we still need to think about what to do in Pakistan. We have done a lot of things for Pakistan. We will continue to do things for Pakistan, but this is time for change. We have been here 30 years. We have to think about the future generation, about your children, what to do here. Time has come to change things. That is where the APPNA future lies. That is what we need to do. I think so. Our focus should be that. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. I'm Dr. Saikaba Sayed, and my second question is, there are approximately 15 to 17,000 Pakistani physicians of American Pakistani descent. Why are there only 3,000 active members at this point?
Very good question. The question is basically, how can APPNA make so much attractive that other members should join it? And the only way we can do is if we attract them. And I have three thoughts that I can put forward if I am the president: to focus on residency program and make sure these doctors come in United States, they get a residency. Secondly, continue doing APPNA affordable houses for young physicians. And thirdly, in my view, do a youth conference in which you invite all the university professors, all the program directors, call all the doctors who are in residency program, invite them, ask them to write down papers, grade them, award them, and this conference, youth conference, should be at the same level as you have summer conference, so that they get ownership in APPNA, and APPNA Central should need to fund that thing and propagate that thing. That is one way you can attract them for doing something. Unless we do that, we cannot have our membership go further. Thank you.
That's such a good question, and that always ponders us also that we are 15, 16, 17,000 Pakistani physicians, and only 3,500 are the members. And when I was the treasurer, I went around in different cities and I asked people, I think transparency is very important. The working of the organization is very important. They need to know, members need to know when they donate, when they give money. It should be posted so that people know. That's what they want. They want to know what is happening. Some people who do not become members, that is because we, not only the members, not only the leaders and the executive members, but also the general members, that you need to talk to your friends, you need to talk to your colleagues and tell them what the benefits is, what APPNA is doing. We need to spread the word, we need to bring them into the fold. It is not a cause of big disappointment because even all the other professional societies, the American Medical Association has the same percentage, low membership. This is very common, but we can do it. We can make more members, we can become more stronger, and that's what we should focus on. Thank you.
Now the last question.
He knows my answer is going to be different than both of my dear friends and co-contestants for APPNA President-elect. I think we are missing the boat here. Every candidate every year says that we have 17,000 members who should become members and we are going to do it, and it hasn't happened. It's because we don't understand why they are not members. The young physicians and the residents who are coming in are a couple of hundred. They're not 17,000 people. Let's look at the census of APPNA membership. Let's try and understand when they come into the APPNA and who doesn't come into APPNA. The people who were active 7 years back are not here today. Their children have grown up. Their friends are not coming. They have moved on into a different cycle of their life. They stopped coming to APPNA. You and I came into APPNA when we had finished our fellowships. When our children were toddlers, we were not coming. When we started earning some money to be able to have time to spend money here, what are we doing to attract that large population, which is about 4,000 to 5,000 residents or fellows or just physicians who have just come out of their residency? What are we doing to attract them? We continue to make residents members to be able to vote when we are contesting elections, and that, my friends, let's make a promise we'll stop that, because that's not going to increase the membership of APPNA. But there is a very large faction, the true membership of APPNA, which is achievable, is about 7,000 to 10,000. 3,000 are members. The remaining 5,000 to 7,000 do not come to APPNA because they are in academics, and we haven't taken and brought those people into APPNA. Their interests are social. Their interests, some of them want to do things in Pakistan and are doing it themselves. And I disagree. We have to do work in Pakistan and add the work in here. We cannot give that up. That is our motto and that is our soul. And then there are others who want to work in religious centers. What are we doing for those 7,000 members? Have we tried to understand what satisfies their ego? I promise that working in APPNA, at the level of membership and rising up, I understand what the membership want, and I hopefully will bring it to this organization and attract the 10,000 members. Thank you.
My name is Tariq Aziz, and my question is, if elected president, what's the most important project you would like to accomplish in 1 year?
Okay, so we'll go again. Dr. Kadir.
First of all, the cornerstone for any organization is finances. Right from January, we are working on that, and I am happy to report to you, APPNA Foundation has come to an existence. We need to raise funds for that. Kamaruzzaman family has already donated $1 million to that for putting up an APPNA Medical College University in the United States of America. And I think any organization whose financial condition is good can do well. मेरे साथी बातें तो बड़ी करते हैं, ये नहीं बताते कि करते क्या, ये क्या करेंगे। आप इनकी सारी स्पीचों में देख लें, एक चीज नहीं बताई कि मेंबरशिप बढ़ाएंगे कैसे। मैंने आपको 3 चीजें बताई। जोर लगाने से, स्पीच करने से अपना में काम नहीं होता। काम करने के लिए आपको हुदा भी चाहिए, सोच भी चाहिए और प्यार और मोहब्बत से लोगों से बात भी करनी चाहिए। अगर ये नहीं है तो आपकी बात नहीं सुनी जाती। जैसे कि कौन सी बात किस जगह कैसे कही जाती है, ये सलीका हो तो हर बात सुनी जाती है। अपना को मशहूर और सही करने में the only way we can do it to have कि हमारी पुख्ता सोच हो, हम इसकी फाउंडेशन को मजबूत करें और ऐसे काम करें जो अपना के लिए बेहतर हो। थैंक यू।
Dr. Qureshi.
Thank you, Asif. Remind me of the question.
What you would like to do, the most important thing during your presidency?
Thank you. I'll keep to the topic. The most important thing, or what makes APPNA what it is today, as I said earlier, was the membership. We have to have the membership and the numbers. In this world today, everything is about numbers. When you go and speak to a politician, if you say you have 500 members, he looks at you differently. And when you say you have 10,000 members, he looks at you differently. When you go to an organization to come and donate to you for your charitable projects or for anything else, it all depends on how many people are going to sit in this hall and what the audience is. And the larger the number of volunteers we have to make a foundation strong. And that foundation comes from members, and we have to ensure that our available membership of whether it is 10,000 or 17,000, a large proportion of that is achieved. Yes, the professional organizations and professional circuits, you're right, Tariq, is about 15 to 40%. But we are a different organization. We have a vested interest in what we do, a family interest, a motherland interest, our community interest. We can reach 60 to 70% of our potential membership, and that would be my basic and most important thing, because without that, we cannot achieve anything else. Thank you.
Dr. Shahab.
Thank you, Mahmood, again. I would disagree with my opponents. We have had APPNA Foundation, medical colleges, schools, these have been done. I think that the members are looking for something new. If I am given the opportunity, there would be changes in APPNA. The most important change, I would say, is to invest in the future generation. That's where the money lies. Many of your kids, your children are going to South America, are going to medical schools here and are graduating there. Some of you may have heard of the name NAMA, which stands for North American Medical College. We need to bring these people into our fold. We need to put them and train them into leadership position. We need to have something so that they can see what their needs are, the needs of the generation that is living here. We have done things from Pakistan. We cannot continue to do the same thing. We have to bring in the change. If we want APPNA to survive, if we want APPNA to be strong, we have to create and address the issues and the concerns of the future generation. That's where the money lies. That's where we should focus. Thank you.
Dear APPNA family, I promise you that I will not let you down if you support and vote for me. I want to ask your New Jersey chapter to bring the harmony and get together and get a bigger conference. I will help you in doing so. This way I did it in South Texas chapter to bring the annual conference and mini conference in Houston, Texas. Our goal is big, our journey is tough. I am sure there will not be no surprise and no excuses also. The leadership where I stand means what it says and says what it means. And I will continue the progress of hepatitis C, awareness in Pakistan, eradication of polio in Pakistan, and we will inshallah see the dream of putting APPNA Medical College in United States of America. Together we can march forward and we can do what it needs to be done for APPNA. Please, for heaven's sake, don't go by my words. See and judge me on my performance. Thank you.
Dr. Nasir Qureshi.
Thank you, Asif. I will take the lead from your last words. Please judge me from my performance. A performance with a track record of 10 years. I was in the hall where APPNA New Jersey was formed. I was the councillor, treasurer, secretary and president-elect and president of APPNA New Jersey. I was a member, a foot soldier, a councillor, a treasurer, a secretary, a president-elect and president of Dugana. While doing all of that, I chaired many key committees of APPNA. The constitution and bylaws that APPNA functions today was written when I was chair of APPNA. I have been a part and parcel of the new constitution and bylaws of APPNA New Jersey. I was the president of Dugana when the constitution and bylaws were written. And yes, I did not run for the treasurer of APPNA. But I balanced the budget and left APPNA New Jersey and Dugana in tremendous profit. Yes, I know how to throw a good party. And yes, each function that I have conducted up till now has been profitable. But all of us can throw a good party. I stand behind my words to make APPNA a better organization. Not that it is not a good organization now, but take it to new heights. And I'm asking you today, my friends, to strengthen my hands, to achieve my goal, which is your vision. Thank you very much.
And the last minute goes to Dr. Syed Tariq Shahab.
Thank you, thank you. I would say the same thing again, that I traveled from Washington, D.C. today to give you this important message. Also, I love New Jersey. I told you that my sister lives here. But to give you this important message, the decision that you made this fall is very important. You want a person with ability and integrity to lead the organization. It doesn't matter what group he belongs to. It doesn't matter what alumni he belongs to. It doesn't matter what city he belongs to. We left Pakistan because we didn't like the system there. We all are here because we believe in the things that are here, the equal opportunity. We live in the land that doesn't care about these things. The land where a small man from a small city, Little Hope, Arkansas, can become a president. We live in a land where a man born in Indonesia, raised in Hawaii, a black man, could beat all the odds and become the president. So we have to change our thinking and we have to elect somebody who can lead the organization with ability, with integrity, take forward. So that's what you should do. That's my message to you. Thank you very much, New Jersey.
Dr. Mahmood, Yasmin Chaudhary, all the organizers. This is the first debate that we have had, which is the first of a series of many, and I think it was a wonderful experience.
I think we have spoken enough, and I just want to say, New Jersey chapter, thank you. New Jersey chapter, thank you. New Jersey chapter, thank you and thank you and thank you.
You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome.
Assalamu alaikum.